Hello, good people. How's everyone doing? Trust everyone is doing well. I am not a financial advisor. With that being said, most of the time I like to come here and I like to encourage folks to get busy investing, to get into the stock market, to get into crypto, to get into both, and to grow their wealth. Today, I want to try to take a few minutes to say some things about when you actually get in the market because you make money in the market by getting in the market. So you have to get in first. You got to get your trading app, get your brokerage account, and begin building your wealth. You can start with $1, you can start with $2, you can start with $5, you can start with whatever amount you want or whatever amount you can afford to start with. The main thing, the key thing is to get busy, getting in the game, to start investing. Another way you make money in the market is you have to make sound decisions. Wise decisions is to into what commodities, what asset, what actual stock or crypto you're going to invest in. Let me just say the number one and two cryptocurrencies. Number one is Bitcoin. Uh, Bitcoin is number one crypto. It's been around since 2008. Um, there is a thing called Bitcoin halving, Halving. I'm a Southern man. I have that Southern draw. So just so you know what the word I'm saying, Bitcoin halving. Look that up. It happens every 4 years. And then after the halving, over the next 12 months, Bitcoin always, since its creation, within the next 12 months, hit new highs. Last one was in 20. The next one will be in 2024, sometime around March or April. So, Bitcoin is a great option to accumulate cryptocurrency in. And then you have Ethereum. Ethereum will be number two, and that's because those two are power players in the cryptocurrency. In stock, my favorites that I highly believe in because they were uh, big time beasts in 20 and 21. I keep saying it over and over and over, and I won't stop. Amazon, um, Google, whether you go with Google A, Google C, or both. I like to go with both. Um, Tesla, um, Shopify. I could tell you what their all-time high was a few years ago, but main thing is they're good options. And in the stock market and crypto, your um, your goal should be consistency, investing as often or as regular as you can, whether it be weekly, whether it be bi-weekly, whether it be monthly. You want to invest as often as you can, and you want to build your positions. It's one of my mentors say, you want to accumulate. Don't let the uh, full value of a share scare you. Um, let's say Amazon. I looked it up a little while ago. I think it's sitting around 129. I don't have 129. You don't have to have 129. You could just invest a portion. You could buy a fraction of share. You could drop $20 in it. You could drop $20 a week, or you could drop, whatever your pockets allow you to do. But the main thing is you want to start accumulating it. So those few I said that would give you some level of diversity by having 4 different stocks. I believe that was 4 or 5 I mentioned. And then I mentioned 2 cryptos. Now, there are great more options out there other than those few. But those few, in my personal opinion, I think you can't lose if you start accumulating. When I first started, I chose a chose energy, and I chose water. I was just starting, and I chose those two uh, choices of stock based on what the world needs. You know, we can't survive without water. We can't survive without energy. So I took and I searched energy. When I first searched, it showed me highs to lows. I said, okay, I can't start with this. I'm trying to build my portfolio. So maybe one day, as my portfolio grows in value, then I can afford those other. So I changed my filter to lowest to highest, and I end up selling on. I don't even recall the name of them. When you find something at 17 cents when the market was booming, it's not going to be a name that you know of. It was names I didn't know of. I was choosing something that was cheap, and I was choosing something that I knew had a real need to the world. And I said, I'll see how that goes. So I chose 3 energies. I chose 2 waters, and I put $20 each into each one because I had $100 I was investing that day. $20 at like 17 cents was didn't back check the math to make sure, but it was somewhere around like 107, 109 shares. So I repeated those steps 3 days in a row, $100 a day. Broke it up into 5, put 20 into each one 3 days in a row. Okay, so after that 3 days, I moved on to something else. Again, this was in a bull market when the market was everything was doing great. So after 3 weeks, one of my waters went out of business, lost my $60. One of my energies went out of business, lost my $60. So out of that 3-day pot of $300, lost 120. That same time period, the other water that survived went from 17 cents to $2.01, which proved to be a $500 profit for that one position. My energy that survived did the same thing, went to $2.01. So $500 position, 500 profit for that position. I had like 321 shares, went from 17 cents to $2.01. So that's how I made that money. The third energy that survived went to $3.01, which proved to be $700 profit for that position. So from a $300 pot over 3 days, I lost 120. Same time period, the same 300 made me $1,700. That's just the difference of what the stock market could do. And that was with little to no knowledge of exactly how the stock market worked. So I said that to say, you learn by getting into the game of investing. Once you get in, start accumulating you some positions. Choose wisely. Do a little research. You want to scope out for a company that provides something that the world needs and or in high demand as a want. We all know that Amazon is a beast. Everybody is buying off of Amazon. Super convenient. Google, everybody Googles everything now. You see commercials, you see it, movies and conversations. Google this, Google that. Also, Google owns what we are on now, YouTube. So that's always a good option. We've all heard of Tesla. Always go up and down, but Tesla is not just an automobile company. It's not just a car company. It's a it's a computer that runs the car. So it's an IT company as well. So it's like a double whammy. And I mentioned Shopify. Shopify is hugely popular, and if you don't know, then that's something you might want to research. But whatever you choose something that has a need or a huge want. Next thing you want to do, you want to identify whether or not when you buy it, if it's a good price to buy in at. That requires a little research. You want to understand what's this company highs in the last 3 years, or what I would say you want to research what's the highs of 2020, 2021. That's the last time we was in a bull market. And then you want to understand what's the lowest it's been, since 22 and 23. And then if you want to make sure there's a happy medium. The name of the game is to buy low, sell high. So whatever you're getting into, you want to be able to identify whether or not it's a good buy-in price, and then you just want to start accumulating. Whether you buy it in whole shares or you buy it and drop it in a fraction of money at a time. But you want to be consistent, and you want to build your position, accumulate. So what I'm talking about is investing, and investing over time. I started out with Bitcoin at the start of this video, and I mentioned Bitcoin halving coming up, and I mentioned what happens over the next 12 months. So I would use that, me personally, I would use that as a grading stick or a measuring stick as for crypto. As Bitcoin goes, so does the rest of the crypto market. So in theory, as Bitcoin goes up, it's going to drag up all of the cryptos. Not saying everything is going to go as high as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the big boy, but everything will go up from wherever it is now. So there are some great crypto options out there. There are some great stock options to pick from out there. Everything is beat down. They call crypto market being beat down. It's called crypto winter. Stock market called crashing. It's been beat down. The economy has suffered from pandemic, multiple wars, bad decisions made by the Congress, inflation, all the stimulus checks we received, and a few other things. But everything is beat down, so it's a great time to invest now. Whatever you think, you look at a stock, you look at a crypto, and you think it's high, do the research, see what it was in a bull market in 2020 and 2021. Okay, this video is running long. I'm going to get ready to cut it off here. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend, spent some good time with your family, built some good memories, put yourself in a good place mentally by making the most of your weekend. Or if you are working your side hustles, to have money to invest or to have money to meet the needs. We trust that everyone chose to make wise decisions in whatever choices they had to make in their daily lives. I believe we should practice making good decisions in every area of our life. Learn from our decisions of yesterday, of yesterweek, of yestermonth, of yesteryear, and make better and better decisions in every area of your life. Every time you master one area of your life, then you should focus on another area of your life to making your life the best life you can make it for yourself. And that's how I believe in every area of my life. I try to do whatever I do, I try to do it well. My parents taught me, whatever you do, be the best. Try to be the best dad I could be. My kids might always think I'm the best, but within my heart of hearts and my mind of minds, I give it my best. As a husband, I try to give it my best. On my job, I try to give it my best, and I try to get better day over day in everything that I'm doing. In my driving, I try to drive better and better every day. I want to be the best in every area of my life. I want to be the best in my investing. As I was saying, closing up, tying it up. As I was saying, I mainly be talking about investing and building your money over time, building your wealth over time. There's also trading. My mentors, they mainly emphasize on it when it comes to trading, whether you're day trading, or whether you're doing a mix of the two. you only want to do it with like 2%, 2 to 5% of your overall portfolio over the total value of your overall portfolio. You don't want to play with more than 2 to 5%. And as your portfolio grows, that 2 and 5% becomes a bigger and bigger and bigger amount to trade with, to day trade with, to trade options with. And once your portfolio gets up to like 5,000, 5% of that is a decent amount of money to trade with. When you get up to 10,000, it's a decent amount to trade with. When you get up to 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, you're talking numbers that I don't know I can achieve. We got to change the way we think. You have to change the way we think, change your old way of thinking, learn some new things, and begin to see yourself as, yes, I can. I can do this. I can learn this. You didn't just start learning how to ride a bike. You know, it took practice. And you got better. And then you didn't need those training wheels. When you started driving a car, you didn't just start driving on your own. You had to practice. You had to get your permit. You had to have a licensed driver in the car. And then you eventually graduate to getting your license. And now you're a better and better driver on your job. You didn't start at day one knowing how to do your job. You had to do some training. And then it took a few weeks for you to get on your own. And then after 90 days, hopefully you graduate from what they say, the probation stage. So whatever it is you're doing in life, you have to learn to grow and be better. Same thing with investing, same thing with trading. But yes, you can do great things in the market. When I first started out, I said $300. I said 3 weeks later, I said I lost 120 out of the 300. In that same time period, I made 1,700, all from initial pot of 300. So I said that to say 10,000 is not a number that's impossible to reach. 20,000 is not a number that's impossible to reach. Personally, how much of myself do I want to reveal? I was messing with a new crypto. Won't even say the name. It's like a Shiba Inu. Over 9 months, I had like 3,000 in it, $3,200, $3,250. That was over 9 months, and I was trying to accumulate 8,000 of it. Didn't know it was gonna take me a year, 2 years, whatever. It didn't matter. My goal was to acquire $8,000 worth of Shiba Inu, hold it for a few years, and sell it. Now that, when I look back in hindsight, that was ignorancy. I didn't know no better, but I was learning. So that was my strategy at first. But 9 months later, my $3,200, my $3,250 that I had been putting in weekly popped from $3,250 to $70,000 in 9 months. So when I say 10,000 portfolio, 50,000 portfolio, it's very much achievable when you get in the game, when you start practicing, and when you start learning. Okay, I'm wrapping up now. The whole purpose of this video here was to somehow encourage someone to get in the game, to start learning, to start playing with your own money, start investing your own money, start making good decisions, and trust when you're learning. If you learn that what you chose is a good, viable stock investment or crypto investment, ride it until you see your change. Don't start accumulating and it go up $100. You think, wow, I done made some money, it's time to sell. Research what you have, figure out what the potential that it has to reach, and hold it until you receive a nice return, a nice profit. Then you sell. My main mentor, self-appointed mentor, Larry Jones, Stock Up with Larry Jones. Learned from watching him. He once said something, and it made so much sense when he said it. He said, you don't have to sell all your position at one time. If you accumulate a nice position and it pop up, then the first thing you should consider doing is taking out your initial investment. Personally, I don't say just take out some with profit. And then if you have a nice position, let's say you have 50 or you have 100 or something, and it pop up for a really nice number over what you put in. Wow, I see that big old plus of what I made. Go ahead and sell a portion. Sell maybe 3/4 or half. And then let the other portion, let it ride, see if it's going to continue to go up. If it continues to go up and you're happy with that amount, sell another half. And then let that last quarter sit and see what it's going to do. And let it ride up until they start dropping. When they start dropping, go ahead and sell, take all your profit. That's a power play for you. That's a nugget, that's a gem. You can sell your stuff in portions. Just like you accumulated in portions, you can sell it in portions. Whatever the case may be, Larry Jones loved to say, you never need anyone's permission to take profit. So it's never a bad idea to take profit. It's just a good idea to have the potential of what your stuff could do for you. With that being said, I'm getting ready to close here. But my mentors, who I've self-appointed, Larry Jones, Stock Up with Larry Jones, Stocks with Josh, who I met through Larry Jones, Stock Mo, who I met through Larry Jones, Keaton Grace, who I met through Larry Jones, and one more person. I know a few other I do follow, but I'll get to them one day. The other person is Larry Jones introduced Mommy Trader. Mommy Trader. Her specialty is she loves and investing in dividend stock. Don't get me wrong, I love investing in dividend stock as well. However, the way the market is beat down, I do have some dividend stocks, but my main point of view be to invest in growth stocks that I knew made a lot of money in the bull market, that has the potential of making great money in the next bull market. So with that being said, we're going to close here. Hopefully I said something to help someone, to spark someone's interest. You guys take care. Be blessed continually.